like a Hellcat.
Good day everyone. For today's topic, we will discuss about ratio and proportion. First, let us define what is ratio. Ratio is a pair of numbers that compares two or more similar or like quantities. For us to understand more about ratio, let us try to answer this problem. There are 50 pupils in a class. If 20 are girls, A. Find the ratio of girls to boys, and B. Find the ratio of boys to the total number of pupils. First, kailangan muna nating malaman kung ilan ang girls dito. Okay, to find out, we just simply subtract 50 by the number of girls, which is 20. So that is 50 minus 20 is equals to 30. Therefore, there are 30 boys in the class. Now, in writing ratio, we can write this in three ways. First one is using 2, the word 2. The second one is through the use of colon. And the third one is through fraction notation. Now, let us try to answer letter A, the ratio of girls to boys. Tandaan mga bata, kapag nagsusulat kayo ng ratio, kung anong term ang unang binanggit, dapat yun ang unang isusulat. Since girls ang unang binanggit, girls muna ang unang isusulat, then followed by the number of boys. So, how many are girls? 20. How many are boys? 30. So, that is 20 is to 30 using colon. 20 colon 30 or 20 is to 30. Then we have, in fraction notation, we have 20 over 30. Now, the ratio of boys to the total number of pupils. How many are boys? 30. How many pupils are there? 50. So, we have 30 is to 50. 30 colon 50. Then we have 30 over 50. Just like fraction, ratio must be expressed in lowest term. Okay. Paano ba natin may lowest term ang ratio? By simply dividing the given terms by their GCF. For example, we have 20 is to 30. What is the GCF of 20 and 30? 10. Let us divide 20 by 10. We have 2. Divide 30 by 10. We have 3. So therefore, the answer is 2 is to 3. In colon, 2 is to 3. In fraction, 2 over 3. Let us do the same thing. To express 30 is to 50 to lowest term. We have 30 divided by 10 is equals to 3, and 50 divided by 10 is equals to 5. So we have 3 is to 5, 3 colon 5, 3 over 5. So I hope everything is clear to you about ratio. Now let us discuss proportion. When you say proportion, it is the equality of two or more ratio. Let us have this example number 1. Let us try to find out whether 2 is to 3 is proportion to 4 is to 6. Para malaman natin kung ang dalawang ratio ay proportion, we need to get the product of the means and the extremes. The first term, which is 2, and the fourth term, which is 6, are what you call the extreme. The second term, which is 3, and the third term, which is 4, are what you call the means. Now, let us get the product of the extreme. The extremes are 2 and 6. 2 times 6 is equal to 12. That is the product of the extreme. Let us get now the product of the means. We have 3 times 4 is equal to 12. That is the product of the means. Since their product are equal, which is 12, therefore, 2 is to 3 is equals to 4 is to 6. That means they are proportion. Let us have another example. This time, in example number 2, naka-fraction form siya. Another way of getting the product of the means and the extreme is through the use of cross product. Okay. I-multiply lang natin ang first term and ang fourth term to get the product of the extreme. We have 5 times 18. Then, next is get the product of the means, which is 6 times 15 is equals to, kung papapansin nyo, meron pang question mark kasi nga inaalam pa natin kung siya ba ay equal o hindi. Now, let us multiply 5 times 18 is equals to 90, and we have 6 times 15 is equals to 90. 90 is equals to 90. So, therefore, 5 over 6 is equals to 15 over 18. That means they are proportion. Let us have another example. This time, we need to find the missing term in a proportion. I have here two examples. We have 2 over 3 is equals to n over 9. And in number 2, we have n over 4 is equals to 6 over 8. Yung n, siya yung nawawalang number. Okay. Again, we can get the value of n by getting the cross product. Okay, first multiply 2 times 9. And then, second, multiply 3 times n. 3 times n is equals to 3n. Multiply 2 times 9, that will give you 18, is equals to 3n. Now, we need to get the value of n. What are we going to do? To get the value of n, we just simply divide both sides by 3. We have now 3n divided by 3 is equals to 1n or n. Tandaan, parehas lang yan ha. Then, 18 divided by 3 is equals to 6. Therefore, the value of n in example number 1 is 6. Let's go now with number 2. We have n over 4 is equals to 6 over 8. Again, get the product of the extreme. We have n times 8 is equals to 8n. And then, the product of the means, we have 4 times 6. Next, we have 8n is equals to 4 times 6 is equals to 24. Now, you need to get the value of n. What are you going to do? Just simply divide both sides by 8. So, 8n divided by 8 is equals to n or 1n. Parehas lang yan ha, children. And then, equals to 24 divided by 8 is equals to 3. So, therefore, the value of n in number 2 is 3. So, I hope everything is clear to you. Until next time.